Welcome to the Kushti Racing channel. My name's Kushti and this is my racing journey on Gran Turismo 7. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back.
Now in this video we are going to take a look back to 3 races I had a couple of weeks ago now. But before we get into it, I wanted to apologise for the lack of content recently. Since I released the last video in March, I've swapped from Gran Turismo 7 to iRacing in an attempt to find more interesting content for you guys. At the moment there are 2 things stopping me from streaming iRacing videos. The first is quite simple in that I don't have the confidence in myself yet that I can race competitively enough to make the videos entertaining. And the second is because of the way in which iRacing works. It means there is quite a lot of downtime between races unless I invest in more cars and more tracks. Unfortunately with iRacing, not only do you have to subscribe, and whilst that subscription gives you access to a number of cars and tracks, there are certain cars and certain tracks where you have to pay a one-off fee to use them. Anyway, I raced iRacing for probably about 6 weeks before the disconnection issues with my relatively new Fanatec TD Plus became too much. After weeks and weeks of waiting for a response, eventually Fanatec agreed to take the wheel and base back for repair. About 2 days after I sent it, news broke that Endor AG, the owners behind Fanatec, the Fanatec brand at the time, had filed for liquidation. As you would expect, I immediately contacted Fanatec, requesting reassurance that the repair would still go ahead and that my kit would be returned. To my surprise, they responded almost immediately, confirming that whilst there would be a small delay whilst the guy who carried out the repairs was on annual leave for a week, the kit would indeed be repaired and returned. Unfortunately, when the kit did come back, there were even bigger issues in that the traction control would gradually increase all by itself. I contacted Fanatec again, and once again the kit was returned. This time it was longer again before I heard back from them, but luckily, when I did, it was to tell me that they were going to replace it with a new one. That new wheel arrived about 3 weeks ago, and these races I'm sharing with you in this video are my first attempts to race in a long time. So without further ado, let's get into the action. So we're here in Spa, it's 5 laps, it's daily race B, and we're in the Toyota Supra. Exit on this corner is very, very important because obviously you've got this long straight where you benefit from the slipstream of the cars in front, and if you don't get a good enough exit, you just don't have enough momentum to get past, especially if you're up against another Toyota Supra, which was the OP car here this week. First lap, cold tyres, want to be braking a little bit early. If you notice, I just ease off a bit there rather than braking at the last minute. Thought that was a little love tap at the time, annoyingly gave myself some damage. Also getting the car slowed down into this corner for some reason was particularly difficult for me. And at the moment, I mean, the guy in P1 is one of the quickest guys in the world. We're just trying to stay with these cars in front. Changing up earlier on that bend there just to stop the understeer. And again, exit on this corner here is really important as well, because it's full throttle now. All of these notes are a little lift there. That's not ideal. It's full throttle now all the way down to the last chicane.
Oh fuck, I got right.
Yeah, there's a few moments of blasphemy throughout this video, so I apologise in advance for that. It's very close to getting taken out by the car behind as well. But we survived the first lap. Just noticed that car in front did get a better exit. I think the slipstream's just starting to kick in now, so
Oof.
gap starts coming down
First lap
again.
done, and we survived.
And at this stage, I'm just focusing on trying to keep the car facing forward. It's been a long time since I've really raced competitively, and since then there's been lots of updates, new physics. Obviously I did kind of get used to racing with iRacing as well, so it's just a very, very different game in terms of inputs that's required. I've definitely lost, you know, 3 or 4 tenths of a second per lap at the moment, it seems. And that could be lack of practice, it could be my age creeping up on me. And since my last video as well, I've also got new varifocals, so I don't know if that plays any part at all. No idea. Looking for excuses at the moment. Another little lift there from me. I know it's a quicker guys were just changing up that little bit earlier to stop that understeer, and they were able to remain on full throttle all the way out that crucial turn. Managing to maintain our position at the moment, so that's positive. We should be able to get a run here on this car in front, given how close we are in the slipstream, but he has got the slipstream of the car in front as well. And there are, I think it's 3 Supras in a row, so it's not like there's any difference in top end speed between the 3. Tried to box him in. Guy comes over to give me the slipstream, which was nice of him. A little bit of contact there with Greg. Now we've got to watch his car on the inside. Leave a little bit of space just in case he ungoes, which he does. Struggled to get on the power there. Also apologise for the gasping that I seem to be doing. Try and fill that out perhaps in the next videos. Guys set the fastest lap.
Once you put Adam and Eve here, we're up into P3, mate.
On the inside there. So aside from this guy who is in P1 who's just super quick, we seem to be giving a good account of ourselves so far. Just over halfway through the race. Still definitely within touching distance of, I'm not quite sure how you say this guy in front, Nibro maybe? Back end's a little bit sketchy then, another little bit of contact there. It wasn't anything too bad, but it's just enough just to stop me getting on the power and allow Nibro to pull away a little, which means we're going to struggle again to make a move on him down this long straight. We've definitely got the better exit that time. Not better than the guy behind by a little bit, certainly better than the guy in front. But likely to be challenged here but from behind. Oh, maybe not. luckily I think we had just enough of the slipstream to fend off any sort of an attack. Again, Greg's dropping back now, focus on the car in front. Again, a little bit of difficulty slowing it down into that corner there. So 1.5 laps to go. Definitely in the fight for P2 here. Just got to get close enough to get in this slipstream down that long straight at the start. Another little lift. Greg closed up quick on us there, but now we're right behind him. This is exactly where we want to be as we start the last lap. A little bit of contact from us on him. Just had to ease off there. Didn't want to sort of give him any bump draft. But of course we're tucked up so close. I've been pushed to the outside, not really where I wanted to be. And we've got these two cars approaching fast behind as well. Tried to hang it around the outside. Now we've got a threat from the outside ourselves from Bottle Job. Just covered off the inside line there. Letting the car drift a little bit wide. Stopped him making that move. And unfortunately, I think the opportunity now to pass Nybro is probably gone. It looks like there's potentially another opportunity here. He's gone to the inside. We're not going to get round on the outside here. Another little bit of contact, nothing too bad. Greg right behind that as well.
You can't barge your way through, dude.
Tiny little bit of contact from behind, which clearly wasn't very impressive at the time. No lift, but you'll notice that the back end stepped out a little bit there. It's compromised with speed on exit.
Take the outside.
And now Greg's going to make a move. Forced into the outside. Because we've had to ease off into that corner there, there's no chance of outbraking Nybro into this final chicane. And we've crossed the line for that one in P3.
What a great race. What a great race. I really, really enjoyed that one. Really enjoyed that one. Shame we couldn't get P2, but I thought the guy behind was fairly fair as well, if I'm honest. A couple of little nudges, but nothing worth getting excited about.
Move on to the second race that I wanted to share with you. This one is a really strange race. Really
Starting this one in
strange.
P7. Started the previous one in P7 as well. Couldn't drive particularly well in that last race. Let's put the radar on.
I think I was referring to a different race than the one I've just showed you, just to be clear.
We've started on the straight as well.
I always feel a bit nervous before the race starts.
Go. Oh, laggy and everything, man.
So you'll note that the glitching becomes a bit of a theme actually in this race. But again, focus on that exit of that first corner. Try and stick with these guys ahead. A bit of wash there from the cars in front. It looks like we've got the move, or this momentum to do the move on Skulk. Brake quite early because again cold tyres, a little bit of contact from behind, but again nothing worth getting excited about. Let's just try and close this gap on these 3 or 4 cars ahead, 5 cars ahead. In fact, that's all of them, isn't it? Currently 3 seconds off the lead here. Can change up early into 5th, stop that. Try and reduce that understeer. Probably did compromise my acceleration slightly though. Someone up there's got a penalty as well. Oh, see his back end stepped out, and that can happen. Straight into the barrier there, we're up to P5.
Bit of battling going on here as well. I think we just about kept that in.
And the contact between those two was really, really helpful because it put me up into P3.
Come to P3 now.
And this guy in front of us was the guy that was in the barrier at the end of the last race. But as we skip ahead, you'll see slowly catching up with him. We're pushing really hard now to try and keep up. Don't want to lose the slipstream. Gone a bit wide on that corner. I've kept my foot in.
Oh, I've lost it.
What a mistake to make.
Now.
Then of course we've had to wait for all the cars to come past before we can turn round. And then if we're trying to get back up to speed, back down to
That was annoying from P3 as well. Then we got damage, and now we're last. See if we can make a race with some of these guys up ahead.
So we'll skip ahead a lap here. We're right on the back of these guys now. I think we were 2 seconds behind, so we've managed to clear 2 seconds on that lap. Tiny bit of contact from me on this guy in front.
Got a lot of wash there.
This is very tight into this chicane here. Car trying to come up my inside, a car on the outside, car in front. Again, goes to go for the inside. Luckily he thinks better of it. We did leave a little bit of room there just in case. The cars are all now glitching all over the shop.
Fucking hell. Where are all these cars, man?
So bizarrely we've gone from P3 to P16, and I realise in a minute we're now in P1. All the other cars have glitched out.
Somehow. everyone's been kicked out of the lobby except us. And we're now in first place, which is just crazy.
So, you know, with just over a lap to go, our focus is on trying to ensure, well, less than a lap now, we're on the last few corners. Just trying to keep this guy behind. We've built the gap anyway, it's plenty of gap. And just intrigued to see whether or not I get a boost to the DR. Because it was a pretty much an A+ lobby with lots of A+ drivers in there anyway.
For the win! For the win! Is Kushti really back? Probably not. Probably not.
My first win for a long, long time. I was quite pleased about that. Get you together.
That's the most bizarre race. The most bizarre race. I wonder if victory. What it does improve the old DR. It does. Oh, he's left straight away. This guy. It's gonna be interesting.
As we look at the third race, this one we've
I literally have no idea where to break into that first corner.
lost our A+ rating. This is a straight A lobby. There's no A+ in here at all, but we are starting on pole. Hence my comment of not knowing where to break into that first corner. It's the first time I'm starting on pole.
It makes me nervous starting at the front like this. Not like it. You've got to deal with the slipstream as well, so that's another thing.
Behind, got a bit squirrely there on the exit. He's still gaining. But I think he had to ease off through Beige there.
Guy behind's dropping back because he just doesn't have the top speed of this Supra.
Tyres will still be cold at this point. Slowly starting to build a bit of a gap to this car behind. 6/10 now. Get another little lift through there. Still pulling away. He braked far too late for that corner, as did we really. That's bought us probably half a second. Again, it appears that we've got the better exit. At this point I'm just thinking, let's keep building this gap. Although you'll notice the gap's now already starting to come down. The slipstream goes back quite far unless he's had some sort of bump draft from the car behind. Lost 2 or 3 tenths through that flat section of the lap. So again, pulling away now. And to be fair, that seems to be sort of how this race went, if I'm honest. Every time I pulled a couple of attempts, the guy behind would pull him back. Massive lift there.
Catching again, annoyingly. Can't seem to stretch this lead at all.
The guy behind was marginally quicker than me on that lap. And it's already catching me down the hill towards Eau Rouge.
Got my slipstream now as well.
Spending a lot of time looking in that rear view mirror as well. It's not ideal. Again, that gap's starting to increase again. We're up to 1.2 seconds now. That's got a bit too much of the tyres on entry there. Again, stepped out of it. 0.3 second lead. Got a little bit better through there, but the guy behind is still catching. And we set the fastest lap. 2 laps to go. And again, for those of you who have watched any of my other videos, you'll know towards the end of the race, last couple of laps, nerves start kicking in. Tend to start making mistakes. Just wanted to see if it'd follow me and move across.
Oh, fucking hell, fucking hell.
Nearly lost it there.
Made a mistake. Going right on my tail now. got to get a penalty for that, surely. Went well wide. Didn't get a penalty, man. How is he going so wide on the exit of that corner and not getting a penalty? That's some craziness right there.
We have managed to pull the gap a little bit. Still got that fastest lap as we enter the last lap. 9 tenths behind, 1.1 seconds behind. But again, the gap's coming down. I don't
Definitely quicker out there than I am.
don't think he's close enough to make a move, to be fair. But just need to get through the lap without making a mistake. See him constantly looking up at the rearview mirror. That's the apex there, slightly. Build the gap back up to 1.2 seconds now.
Fucking hell, that was terrible. Sorry about the swearing.
Definitely wasn't great through that section. But with him 8 tenths back, I think it's unlikely now that he's going to get a chance. Unless I make a mistake. It's all about the exit of this corner. Get this right and we should be okay. And we are still catching ever so slightly. Very nearly.
Oh, he nearly hit me.
Very nearly took us out. I think it was a mistake from him, to be fair. But we legitimately win our first race.
We needed that. We needed that. But why would he do that? I think it was a Corvette, wasn't it, P2? Or was it the Supra? Oh, who knows? That's another win. Another win. Pole position, fastest lap, clean race. I haven't seen that probably this year. That's crazy. Please, man. Even if it was only in the name of it.